Car stories and fish stories are a lot alike. The fish is always bigger in the story than in real life, and the car is always faster during the bench racing sessions. The elapsed time systems of today are the great equalizers. The fun part is ET systems have not been around forever. In fact, the film collection you're about to see includes many, many drag races started with only a flag bench. So it was anyone's guess who left the line first, how quick the quarter mile was traversed, or who actually won the race. Oh, the bench racing sessions that ensued. The year was 1961, and drag racing was gaining popularity every day. The automobile manufacturers were building better and more powerful machines every year. Win on Sunday, sell on Monday was every car dealer's motto. As racing sanctioning bodies were evolving, so too were the race teams. It was about this time that a band of drag racers, or should I say outlaws, from Abilene, Texas, aptly named the Abilene Eliminators, was formed. This group traveled the country to places far and wide to show their stuff and race their cars. In about 1963, this group saw fit to purchase a film camera, and the next few hours is a compilation of film from their trips. Featured are famous and infamous people, places, and machines. Your narrators today are past members of the Abilene Eliminators and include Jimmy West, Wendell McCright, Phil Nichols, and Jimmy Little. Also narrating additional footage is Lyndall Warren. A special thanks goes to each for taking the time to share their knowledge of the past and to contribute to this production. Now, sit back, do a little bench racing, and enjoy the ride back in time to the good old days of drag racing.
Texas in 1963, a 61 Chevrolet. I just bought it.
And a tree on the tree?
And that's my brother, Jerry West and Johnny Thomas, 65 Chevy out of Merkel, Texas. Old car run 1330s back then, that's 63. There's me again. We was wearing it out. 283 with 3 on the tree, you run 1620.
You ever put a 4-speed in that car?
Yeah. Slowed it way down. There's one of those old 62 409s with aluminum front end.
It looks like Charles Grimmer. You bought Mickey Harrell's car.
Yeah. There's me again. This is when we used to race on the return road, or the pit area.
Yeah.
You remember San Angelo now, that's the pits.
You remember down there in the traps, one side was real washboard and the other was a dip? Ooh, get ready.
That's a friend of mine from Merkel, Texas, by the name of Jackie Shaw. He's gone now. Little 63 Falcon Sprint. Looks 4-speed. And all that's. I bought that car in '63, and as soon as I got it, I headed to the track. 55. I don't know where that car went.
That's what I was fixing to ask. Where'd it go?
I don't know. I don't have any idea where that car went. Now that's a death trap, isn't it?
Is that the one, the 419?
I couldn't tell you that.
If it is, a guy's still running it.
No, it's a pickup.
Okay.
I know what car you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's in here, and he still runs, and the car still looks the same. That old 62 again.
Do you know whose that is?
No, I don't. I sure don't. I don't know who that is either. He's making a lot of smoke at San Angelo.
With
Hemi. Chrysler. Hemi.
Probably a 392.
It's Jim West and Gene Wheeler right there. Just took off, and that's my brother and somebody. They sold that car in about 66, I think. Two of them old 409s taking off there. One of them's a Bel Air and one of them's a Biscayne. Or a SS, I guess, wasn't it? The SS had the convertible looking roof.
427.
Those were both 409 cars, weren't they? Back then?
It's got 427 on the car.
Oh, does it? Well, that was a good one then. That was a ZL1 or ZL11 or whatever they called it.
It was the
ZL11.
one about a car length ahead. It was a 63.
Yeah, 63. There I am chasing down a 57 Chevy. Had to give him a little hole shot.
But did you catch him?
Well, it kind of looks like I did, but don't know. I never got out run for class in 4 years until I run at St. Angelo. That's Gene Wheeler and me. He got a 64 327 4-speed car. Mine's 3 on the tree and a 283, and he never did get there. My brother running that one of those old Chevrolets, and he gets smoked.
Well, he had him there for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the other end where they run.
If you'll notice, they're running with a flagman, too. 409 running a dragster. This goes on around him. That's embarrassing. See the flagman?
Yeah, I stood out there a long time.
Yeah, you did.
425.
Yeah. That's the bubble top there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They didn't spend no money on wheels. We painted them red.
Yeah.
Shoot, back
Basically.
then, a set of chrome wheels using tall dogs
I'm
back then.
telling you. New track.
Out in the mountains?
Yep. Steamboat Mountain. Well, which was Abilene Dragway at that time.
Do you know what year?
There's Ronnie Mercer. That had been 64. It opened in 64. There's Larry Holly right there in his old White Owl car.
Yeah, the local restaurant owner. Now,
Yeah, owns Better Burger.
That's
There's
good
Wim
number.
Rack Right in his old panel truck.
yeah, you never could learn to power shift. That thing bounces like I don't know.
I don't know who these two are. That looks like me and Jimmy Casey
I was
right
fixing to
there.
say, that's Casey over
Yeah,
yonder.
that's me on this side. There's Lonnie Alexander in the old Ford with a skunk stripe on it.
Yeah, it had a 406 in it, and if you didn't get a lead on that
Poison
sucker.
Ivy on this side. That old car's been around a long time. I don't know what happened to him now. That old car always ran good. Joe Humphrey in the 55 Chevy. His old car always ran good back then. He probably, I think he finally run some 1240s back then because my brother's car run the same class, and they quickest they ever went was 1260. I think's what he told me. And there they are there. I don't know who that was. That's O.B. Barrett right there.
Yeah, the injection car.
Bad habit.
Bad habit. Yeah. We've all still got that problem, right? Wendell again.
Start bouncing that front end, Wendell.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe we missed a gear there.
Probably.
A couple of 64 and a 63 Chevy. But this was there's Ed Harris's old 65 Chevelle.
Yeah,
This was
round
before we had lights at Abilene. We was flagging them by hand. We had timers. Wendell got a little head start there.
He paid the flagman off.
Yeah.
I did.
If his head's up, he could run them off the clocks. But if you had the spot where you had no handicap. There's Casey and O.B. Barrett. We had a little rain delay here, if you'll notice. Larry Ollie.
There. There's Claude.
Yeah. It's raining on our little show right here. Larry does tractor pulls now.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, he got some nasty ones.
Yeah. Sure does. Ed Harris had to spot somebody there. There's Wendell. Now we had a little rain delay, and you see we run in the rain. Car's not too fast, are they? You couldn't do that.
Well,
What's that?
I can tell you a story about that.
Here's a nigger over here. Oh, Jim. Jim. Well, how are you?
Ronnie Alexander again, getting flagged off there. I don't know whether that's Wendell flagging or not. He did a lot of it.
Yeah.
Joe Humphrey and the Poison Ivy car. I don't know what happened there. Something sure wheel fell off of somebody's car. Jimmy Casey and Wendell.
Boy, why'd I spot him so far?
He paid them
There's
off.
Dean Brown.
There's Dean Brown and White Lightning have a little match race. Little Falcon that ran real good.
We remember we used to when the crowd get up close to strips that have Dean make a pass. Boy, he'd bust them off.
He
Man.
clear them out.
Throw rocks at them.
Yeah, we're flagging them all. These eliminations here. We got win-lose lights down there, but we didn't have no handicapper. That panel truck jumped.
You
No
got a
shocks
shock
mean
one.
weight transfer, right? Will?
That's right. You can keep it up.
Casey and
Keep the
Rundle
running
again.
Yep.
There's an Eliminator standing around out there making sure
That's OB
everything's
in the
okay.
center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OB is. We're looking at his back.
That's Dean up in front of him.
This is the end of the day. Everybody getting ready to quit.
All the
Texas.
Volkswagens and Ori and everybody out there.
What year is this?
San Angelo, Texas.
What year? You know?
That would had to been probably 64 because he had that 64 Chevrolet and he sold it and bought that 57. Started racing a little bit. 50 Model O's. Very young, he still got his old 50 O's going.
He's a ruin.
There's Gene.
Yep. Tough Texan.
With his exhaust hanging down. Remember how we used to have to bolt the
Yeah.
exhaust on?
Yeah,
Whoa.
you didn't have to go through it, but it had to be on there.
That's right. Old Ronnie Sauce on that Barracuda had little pipes about like this welded to the flanges and little mufflers about like this.
Yes.
And they went back right to the rear axle.
That's the. I don't know what that's. No, that's not the stick pin boys there, is it? There's no terraplane. Remember what a terraplane was? The doors open on the front.
That's new.
It's there. I don't know who that is. Good looking old car.
Mm-hmm.
What's the old boy that used to, it won several national events with a darn ugly roadster like that?
The guy I remember is old Buddy Garner coming out of Hobbs, New Mexico and running out with Flop 2. He was
Yeah.
the first national champion, won that Falcon pickup.
There's a couple of them getting it on
Mm-hmm.
for eliminations.
It's a good
This
little
is
set.
Beautiful San Angelo, Texas.
Yeah.
I thought it was Butler. Butler had
no.
a Falcon pickup.
Old
No,
Pensacola
he
car.
won.
Right
NHRA
there. Stephen
gas.
Stevens. Wasn't that his name? Steve Stevens?
Jim,
Jimmy Stevens. Jimmy
Jimmy
Stevens in Poison Ivy.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy Stevens.
Jimmy Stevens.
you had that car last, didn't you? Got it somehow or ended up with it? Or
No,
There's
I
my
got
brother.
the old Pepsi Cola car.
well, that's it.
That's it.
Is that it?
That's it.
Not
Yeah.
it, but
The one that just
Yeah,
went
and
through.
it painted it blue and fringed the rear fender wells. And every time I made a pass in at Green Valley, I ate a drive shaft.
Buddy Garner had an old Studebaker coupe.
Yeah.
Run big gas. Him and Bill Dennis and Dick Davis and all them used to take
But when he won the
San Angelo,
Nationals
Texas.
in 57,
It's
58,
probably harder than Dickens there if I was guessing.
he had that old Chevrolet with no front fenders or anything, 38, called Flop 2.
Oh, yeah, I remember that flop,
No dirt on the track there.
who would have thought it in West Texas?
What
No
was
Corvette. There's the big pin there.
Uh-huh.
It's the big pin boys. Fun and games.
Wasn't that something?
I'm telling you.
Of course, I was protecting the world for democracy. I was still
Yeah.
in the Navy then.
There's that
Yeah, in
terraplane.
Alaska, on
right
the end of an island looking at an Eskimo.
there. The airplane ran pretty good too.
There it is.
Yeah, he's moving on.
Mhm.
That old car stayed around San Angelo for many, many years. I don't know whatever happened to it. There's one that look at the front end shake on that old 409 car.
Probably Dickie Harold.
Aluminum front fenders and what have you. Yeah, probably was him. I
Was
couldn't
it
tell you
him
for
or
sure.
Chadwick?
Yeah, Harold used to kill everybody in them cars.
That truck there still runs at San Angelo. It looks just like that. And it's
That looked like Malcolm Garrett.
got a big block Chevy.
No, it didn't move fast enough.
I know it.
Wasn't spraying $20 bills behind it.
That's Don Harris right there.
Mm-hmm.
Getting ready to make a pass. Don't even check the small block. That beautiful San Angelo, Texas. There's the Pepsi Cola car again.
Yep.
He's still in the eliminations.
Yeah.
He pulled that one off, looked like. But
Sure
didn't miss a
didn't,
gear.
did he?
Yeah, he
I ran C-modified production with that car.
Yeah, that's
And,
what they were running back then.
Had a 351 stroker small block in it with Inderly injectors when I put it up in gas. Moved to
Tough Texan. He was tough back then, wasn't he?
Yep.
I thought there was really something horrible whenever you could go buy a cheating motor and put in your starter and outrun everybody, which that's the way it went.
Well, who was the other guy that had the 57 Chevy? Gene
Yost.
Yost.
Yeah.
He retired from highway.
My brother and Johnny Thomas and Arthur Bagby from Merkel, Texas, and they're 55.
Bagby. I
Arthur
remember
Bagby.
him. Used to plateau that thing in from Merkel and just storm.
Yeah. Don Harris.
Yep.
Pushing off and getting
That's the
ready to go.
nomad you was probably talking about right there.
Yeah.
That's
You had to start the car down the track and come back and make a run.
yeah, that's a little car that, or chassis he used, put that 6-cylinder in several years later.
Yep. Kept throwing the flywheels off of it.
We got the
Been back
flywheels there
on.
where they'd stay on.
Mhm.
Never could cure the clutch problem.
Didn't you buy that car? Thought you did.
Yeah, got distinction of going faster AT into the
Larry
dock.
Allen in white out.
Larry Allen,
Yeah.
the Hamburger King.
Yes, sir. Yeah. That old 409, small horse 409, and Jimmy Casey.
Yep.
327 car. Right there, and off they go. This time trial.
I'm gonna tell you all they could change that 4-speed.
Yeah. He bought that old Thunderbird, the 409,
Right.
to get the, for that
Right.
car. Yeah.
Put the big horse one in there. He's at 348, right? He
Those
bought
old
the
50 that's-
Thunderbird.
You know who that is in that 57 Plymouth Fury? Terry Test.
Is that right?
That's right. He had that when he was a senior in high school.
Well, I'm done.
57 Plymouth Fury.
Old 2+2 Pontiac and Gene Wheeler taking off.
You know who that is? That's Jimmy Davis in the
Jimmy Davis.
Pontiac down from Fort Worth. No 421 Pontiac.
Remember that one Kenneth Payne got?
Mhm.
Kenneth Payne got one of them from the factory.
Jackie's Automotive out of Lubbock, Texas.
Yeah.
Up there. And
He's still up there with his auto parts store, and he still got that car.
Is that right?
Nice little car.
Malcolm
Thunderbird.
Garrett out
Malcolm
of Lubbock.
Garrett.
Hypo 289 Fairlane 500.
Yeah,
And a
killing
Barracuda.
that little 273 Cuda.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Dusted him pretty bad.
There's Wheeler pulling back.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
That's
who
an old
that guy
Plymouth.
is. Yeah.
Ah, this is
Fender Tubbs.
Fender Tubbs with Joe Smith out of Lubbock. Right?
Yeah, he's in Dallas now.
Dan Harris is
He
spotting
built-
his
he built
spotting one right there.
Did he?
Dan Harris gave him a little head start in that old 64 Ford. I think if you look real close, you can probably see the wind lights come on down there. They were working at that time. I don't know whether you can see them or not.
There he is.
Yeah, Fender
Joe
Tubbs
Smith.
just done a little burnout in Rosin.
Yep.
He always wanted to run right after they did because
Oh,
he'd carry your stuff up.
Yeah.
My car didn't make
Other funny cars, they wouldn't give it to him.
I think this is Green
Boys.
Valley here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hayden Proper. Man.
You know, when I was out in California just 10 years ago, Hayden would still come by art cars all the time.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, there's plenty of English.
He restored his.
Oh, I know who's taking these pictures.
What year is this?
This has to be 64 or 5. Comes to
Lee Brown.
the Texas Termite comes shuffling in. Look at them rigs. What rigs?
Away altereds.
Yeah, there's your Henry J.
Yeah.
Remember those?
No jumps.
You couldn't red light at the valley once they threw that switch.
Yeah.
Remember?
That's right.
No, Bill Helsher would really play the lights, wouldn't he?
It was great. He owned the track later.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wichita
That's
Falls.
Don Harris. There's
Fender
Fender
Tubbs
Tubbs
was
there.
I believe this is Wichita Falls.
There you are, all those expansion joints.
Yep. Hit second gear in that old 68 Cuda and just went off the ground.
What year? 65?
Yeah.
Didn't have to be.
That's an old
There's
Darren
Wendell
Bobby
McBride
car.
right
There's
there.
Wendell.
Another Studebaker.
Old Johnny Loper had a beige one like that.
Is that right?
Yep.
South Texan showed up this deal. Tow barring, like we all did back then.
Yeah.
If you had a trailer, you was pretty much high road.
I bought Dean's old trailer.
Is that right?
Went to Bristol, Tennessee with it. That old pipe trailer he had, carrying that big old Charger.
That's a dandy Don.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all over the place.
Yeah.
That looks like Wichita Falls.
Look, the weight transfer built in.
Yeah.
Got a lot of wind with it.
Oh, look at old 392.
That's
Distributor in
Vance
the
Hunt.
back.
That's Vance Hunt.
Was that Vance?
That's Vance. Yeah,
Right.
had his old raggedy hat on. That's
Mike Burkhart.
Mike Burkhart.
Really?
Door brand Chevrolet.
Yeah.
You know what he does? Restores 57 Chevy cars.
This is Johnny Liebam,
Mhm.
blown Chevy.
I don't know what car that was, but it was running a Clay Smith cam, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like Carroll Brothers, but I'm not sure. This is Bobby Knighton from Houston.
This is that pretty
Fan-
car with the
fancy
molded
paint.
body on it.
Fancy paint. Back in those days.
Yep.
Double line.
Nice, wasn't
Mm-hmm. Instead of blown small block.
it? Mm-hmm.
There's 65 Chevelle.
That old Studebaker.
Mm-hmm. That to be 64 5 model when this was done. I probably got the dates at home. Texas, we're all getting ready to get started here on time trials anyway. Oops, a little mechanical difficulty.
Yep.
What a read, what a read.
It was a lot neater. I think it might have been Bill's, but it sits too high.
Yeah, Bill's was level. And a lot sharper.
Yeah, that's pretty sharp.
Yeah.
You know, smoke on that one. He's gonna burn them all the way
The
through.
old
Looks
days.
like.
They did that, all of them did that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hey, gasser.
You like to find some of those old cars now?
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
Wickersham Ford, Clester Andrews, has a shop in Dickinson, Texas today.
He does.
Cash.
Castler slugs. Weighed a ton, didn't they?
Me.
Ton and a half. Who was that old station wagon?
Jim Hader.
Hater.
Remember then he
Who's
had
that,
that
Harris?
Ronnie
Don
Lee
Harris.
Jim
That's
Hader's
me.
out of Oklahoma.
Yep.
That's me with the cap. I don't know who them women are, don't want to know. Especially that one in my lap. She don't belong to me.
Did that week.
Well, she did it right then, yeah. There's Don.
Gene Wheeler and the whole crew. must
Don
have
wearing that
been
Eagle t-shirt, I don't think he ever washed.
Yeah.
No, he never did.
Yeah. Yeah.
You recognize her?
Don't still look the
Yeah, I
same.
took the
Whoa,
picture.
we just fired that one up, didn't we?
Oh,
Little smoke off the tires. The 60 foot them boys are cutting.
Yeah.
2.5
About
minutes.
3.5, something like that. Look at that wild looking reed.
That was that old straight eight.
Where we at? now?
Castler and Bryant.
Yeah.
Where we
Brady
at now,
Bryant.
Brady
guys?
Bryant and Roger,
Roger
Castor.
Castor.
This has got to be Green Valley, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
Tulsa?
Yeah, it's
Am-
Green
No, that's Tulsa.
Amarillo for
That's
Or
Tulsa.
Amarillo,
Tulsa.
one of the two.
Or Amarillo.
Tulsa.
I believe that's Amarillo.
Do you?
Amarillo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they didn't have any grandstands on the pit side till later.
What year?
Probably about 65,
Yeah,
didn't it?
somewhere right in
66.
there. I kind of look at the cars, look at the newest car I see.
When I ran Amarillo,
Man, he's making some smoke, isn't he?
They all did.
Look at that, look at it.
came close.
Yeah, he was all over the place, wasn't he?
Plain
Plain
vanilla.
vanilla right
That's,
there.
that's his brothers, the twins, Charlie and, can't think of him now. He blew my doors off in Oklahoma City when the A-gas Model A. Charlie.
Look at them old cars. Well, it's 65 anyway, because I was
65 at least.
66 Chevelle.
Yep.
So it's at least 65. I don't think it was 66. Tension. That's a good old
F
running
Stocker.
car.
Yeah.
He's just giving that a tune up, looks like.
I think that's Liebam, yeah.
Alabama.
Johnny Live.
Had a 62 steering wheel on it, kind of a Chevrolet.
That's him, Johnny Liebam. Blown little bugger.
There's
18
Gene
years.
Snow's original dart that he won competition eliminator with at the 67 Nationals, did he? When they wouldn't let him run Donny car.
Push back.
Left arm out the window and pushing that button. That's that old Cheetah.
The Cheetah Piranha.
No, well,
I couldn't tell you. I have
no,
idea.
it was a Piranha body. Cheetah was the coupe with the long nose.
Well, flatheads.
There they are. Roger and Grady, something else.
You know that car's for sale up in Dallas?
It is.
$35,000.
Oh.
And Grady's
Jackie's
written 2
automotive
books
again.
and got them published.
Yeah, that's,
283 4-door hardtop.
What's his last name, Jimmy?
Huh?
What's his last name?
Who?
Jackie.
nice.
Jackie
Mize.
Mize.
She's got a spar store up there, too.
There's another one in Fort Worth, Jackie Peoples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think Jackie still got his 57, but he's still got that Corvette.
Good grief.
Look at that moon racing disc.
There's the Texas Termite
Smith.
right there.
Remember when Dean took
Frank
that
Charlie
motor out?
Smith.
Remember when Dean took that motor out and put it in that 56 Chevy 4-door wagon
For a
and
little
ran
while.
the valley?
For a little while he did.
Because it lowered him down about 3 classes.
There's the Humping Henry, I think they call that Falcon.
That's McClellan from up
Jumping.
on the plains.
Yeah.
Ken McClellan.
Yeah,
Big
boy,
gasser. Megaphones. That thing.
no
good.
low end.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Didn't 60 foot too good. He,
Bet he ran on the big end, though.
Yeah, but he had a sundial for the first half.
Yeah.
you know, should have done this 15 years ago when everybody remembered stuff.
I'll tell you,
Well, you
Amarillo
will.
was a tough place to run.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah.
I wore myself out changing jets.
Oh, yeah.
There's the
There's-
Rockadoes.
That's 67.
Sure
You
is.
know?
Yeah, but it's probably in 66. They were brand new cars.
Yeah, that was that trip Deuce 4-speed. That Dean.
The old W30 car.
Yeah.
It come from Rockadoes.
That's when I came back to Abilene because I ran him at San Angelo with that Pontiac and beat him. There's Gene.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, that's probably the only race I ever won with that GTO with it.
Cost you a fortune to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 axles. I got so excited I drove past the trophy girl.
Loved him, spun, loved him dead.
Where we at now, man?
Jack Brown from Benton. Let's see.
Good
Maybe
shot.
I'll tell you here in a minute.
Valley looks
That-
good.
I would imagine with Jack Brown, it's probably going to be Green Valley.
We can see the end of the track. That's Green Valley.
You got trees.
The
Wayne
nicest track ever.
Wayne Calvert. Oh, yeah, I
Oh.
love that track.
Yep, this is Green Valley.
This is
Phil
Phil
Bonner.
Bonner.
Phil
That's
Bonner.
right.
Yeah.
Phil Bonner.
Fastest car
There he
in
is.
the world when he brought that out. That's him right there.
Get that book.
Phil Bonner. Yeah, that's right.
He sat in an air-conditioned Lincoln all day until they got that Falcon ready to run, and he just blew everybody away. That's a Hilbert injected 427.
Remember when old
dual
Don,
engine cam.
remember when we were up the valley and Don Nicholson came in and his wife sat in a Lincoln rent car with her furs on.
Yeah.
The whole racetrack idling by the fence.
That's had to be 65,
Uh-huh.
somewhere in 65.
Country bumpkin. There's a
Henry
Henry.
J.
Yeah. Oh, they're
Temptation.
starting to push the wheelbase on them, see?
Yeah.
My favorite old car was the Tijuana Taxi of all those cars because it was set down low.
Gap
Remember
and
it?
Roush.
Torque out of there.
Gap and Roush.
There's Dick Harrell.
Yes, Dick
Yeah,
Harrell.
Dick Kelly.
Look at the high dollar
I think that's Dickie.
mode of
That's
transportation.
I'm telling you.
Dick,
Well, he used to flat tow it on a 10-foot chain.
I guess he's after Phil Bonner, is he? Without running
he
him.
don't want to get after Bill Bonner, I can tell you that.
Hanging on cross rim manifold.
He really, the most beautiful car he had was the next year, that 67 Chevy too.
Yeah.
Oh, that was, then he cut the top of it off and made a roadster out of it. It
Yeah.
was so ugly.
It was
Freedom Dodge.
Freedom Dodge. There's your bubble top. It's
There
Kelly
goes
Chadwick.
Kelly Chadwick.
Sure looked like
You know when they'd run on snow, there's one 427. They'd rotate it between those 3 cars. The snow never knew who had it in him. You know when they were running stalkers? Boy, he'd get so dadgum mad.
Oops. Yeah, we're gone. Whoa,
There he
whoa.
goes.
Yeah, we got it. This is Abilene, Texas here.
That's right.
At the
There's
brand new
Dickie.
facility.
No, that's Kelly.
Kelly Chadwick.
Kelly
was
Chadwick.
there.
The professor.
Yep, him and they had a match race.
Probably Mr. Tomato, wasn't it?
No, it was
What?
a Comet. White Lightning.
White Lightning.
White Lightning.
That was over
Comet.
Don Harrison at blown car. That year I think it was about the year
There
he
they
There
are
it
right
is.
there.
What year is this?
Having a match race here. That's White Lightning and
We sure got out on him.
You know what year, guys?
That would have to have been late 65.
Or-
Dean Brown.
Carol Brown right there, yeah.
O.B. Barrett.
O.B.
Yep. There's a 64 Chevy. That's Kelly. What's
That's
it
Kelly.
going with?
Loaded.
Kelly Cheddar.
Loading it up.
Towing with a 59 El Camino, wasn't there? 60
Yeah.
mile.
Yeah, one of the others. There's a 65 Chevelle. That's there. That's a high road. Had a Cadillac. 63.
No, somewhere along about those years they used to have a California Texas Challenge,
65
and
Impala.
Harris won top gas.
That's Malcolm Garrett pulling his little car. Town and country relative. Out of Lubbock, Texas.
57 Pontiac back in the background.
Mhm. This is the end of the day right after Abilene opened up.
Yep.
Even profit,
Yeah.
that little AFX car.
It's a bad number.
Yes, sir. You come in a rig like that, you's pretty awesome.
You were bad.
Mhm. Even profit. Motley looking crew, wasn't it? The race is on now, boys. Let's go get it fired up.
Well, on the timeline, is this when Bobby McDaniel owned the strip or when OB owned the strip?
No, that's when Bobby McDaniel sold it.
Okay, and then OB got it.
Yeah, later.
Then you got it.
Yeah.
Then I got it.
Right.
So we all got it.
Yeah, we all had it.
We all got
We've all been had. These boys go, who is that, guys?
That the Carroll Brothers on the other side?
I
Sure
couldn't
looked
tell you.
like their car.
Got wind last down there anyway.
Remember when old Bernstein drove for the Carroll Brothers?
Yeah, he drove for Anderson Brothers. That topped your car, too.
Yeah.
Look there, you let you hold them back at the start line.
Mm-hmm.
Big flat head took
Oh, that's
off.
an old one, isn't it?
No, that's Neil Pillins.
That is right there?
Yeah, that's Neil Pillins.
Is it?
Hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah, he built that old flathead, and that old car was an old chassis he got from Lewis
Chassis
Irvin.
Research, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Chassis Research, a square rotating back.
No, it's Lewis Irvin.
Oh, Lewis built it?
Yeah.
No.
That was his first car?
Texas
No.
Termite.
Do you know,
Wasn't very many people there, were there?
that sounds like one of my days.
That was one of the smoothest tracks.
That's me.
In the-
That's me.
Your old
in the
one,
country.
yeah. That was it was a good track.
The facility was horrible, but the track was excellent.
Yeah, I remember that,
Old E. Barry.
that
Bad
pickup
heavy.
of his when he painted it maroon. OB's that GMC.
Yeah, that white one.
Me and the boy drove that thing back from Green Valley without the trailer. Somebody else pulled the trailer because the pinion bearings are smooth out of that rear, and we know if he's going to make it or not. We made it.
Don Harris.
Yep.
Making a pass, an old injected dragster.
He was running, I think, a 265, just over 265 engine, that thing.
Little bitty motor then, wasn't it?
What was he in, C or D dragster or something like that then?
D. That's,
D.
that's old Jeff. They called him Godfrey.
Jeff
Got
Godfrey.
62. 4-speed 327. He won everywhere he went. Till the sunbeam showed up.
Well, it's the wide walls that makes
yeah,
it run.
Yeah, the wide whites and the red rims.
Who was it, you, Jim, telling me that you'd start out the season with one rear end, there's the compression lowered and the valves got, you just
Yeah,
keep going to a lower
just keep
gear.
going to lower screw.
It's good, just level off.
Yeah, Jeff, that 62 finally run a 1460, I think. That was his only car as a college kid, going to ACU. Hung around with the Barretts all the time, and Don Harris worked on it.
His last name wasn't Black, was it?
No. Black married OB's daughter.
That's what
Carroll Brothers.
Mike Black.
There's
Yeah,
the Carroll
Mike
Brothers.
That was Carroll Brothers. I'll be damned.
There's Joe Humphrey.
Joe Humphrey. His
That
old
was 55.
Custom auto supply.
D-modified production.
Uh-huh.
That was Terry Tess.
Mhm.
No, it wasn't.
It was Harry.
There's C dragster.
Terry Tess worked there for a while.
Yeah.
Bob McDaniels owned it.
Yeah.
Because he
Custom
built the
Auto
drag
Supply.
for it.
Yeah.
I've got some 8x10s of all you guys out there in front of it with your car.
Where is it? Abilene?
Abilene, Texas,
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
There goes Godfrey.
Still 65 or 6?
Yeah, it'd have to be 65.
Look how cold
It's
it is.
cold there. Apparently we got a jacket on anyway.
That'd be the end of the season.
Yeah. Those cans that all this was in had the dates on them, I think.
Yeah.
Ed Harris.
That's a 64.
Mm-hmm.
It had a Ford.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure did. He
Whatever fit the class that he could scrounge up, he had.
Yeah.
He was a Chevrolet
Remember
guy.
that old 283 Chevy?
He
you
hated
had to
Jeff
take off
Butler.
in second gear.
Well, he had that Pontiac full second high. He said you can't do that. He just did it anyway.
There he is.
Larry Ollie.
With a white owl in the back window.
Yep.
Love that speaker stand.
Yep.
Not a guardrail.
There's
or-
65 then.
Mm-hmm. So it's probably
Mhm.
64, 64 half. Flagging them off.
Someone must cut the wires again.
Yeah, that happened, didn't it? I got real lucky when I was out there. I never did have that happen. They burnt the tower down once. All kinds of stuff. Yep,
That
this
back
is
in
Abilene.
Abilene.
This have to be 64 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
Bad boys.
Kelly Chadwick and the White Lightning, I think. Who that is at Abilene. They had a match race. Might have been Dickie Harrell's car. I'm not sure.
Look a
Low
little
to me.
round.
Set low, it looks like a
The
Chevelle.
wind light came on down there.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of them getting after it. That looks like Godfrey and Casey. You know, that old black 62 was hard to outrun. Yeah, Ed's chasing Jeff or Godfrey right now. And now 64 Ford and the
Didn't get him.
62 Chevy got it. Here comes the White Lightning, and I guess
That's Dickie Harrell.
that's Dickie Harrell right there.
No 64 car,
Yeah.
65.
Him and White Lightning had a match race.
He won.
Yeah, he did. He always won.
He could wave a 4-speed, couldn't
Yeah.
he? Even in that 67 car on fuel was a 4-speed car. You know it?
Oh, yeah.
He got out 60-footed there, but he went on around.
He's a master.
Oh, he was good.
Yeah, he smoked him that time.
I remember the night he got killed, boy, they called us.
Mhm.
We were running for him. Remember that 69 car?
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it. All guys.
Do they?
Bunch of mean snow.
Yeah.
About 65.
Yeah, somewhere
I
out
don't know what that is there in the set
there.
purple.
She's with rambunctious.
She's with rambunctious, okay.
Do we know where this is
That's
at by chance?
Gene Snow. I would assume that's probably Green Valley.
Okay.
Fort Worth.
1965.
Big. Didn't you say that was a 6-cylinder Rambler motor in that car? Is that right?
Yeah, I
so.
think that was, yeah.
In this dragster.
Mm-hmm.
Look at them headers. That's wild looking stuff.
There'd be a lot.
Eska Ford.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot.
That's one of those old camera Fords.
Yeah, sure was.
This looks like that motel up in Green Valley, doesn't it?
Almost there.
Doesn't
That's Tulsa.
No, it's still Tulsa.
That's Trey Tulsa, I think.
Yep.
The pagoda's still there.
NBC.
No woman who's
Sports.
sitting out the very bottom as you went in that first door, she had the pay table. That way you never,
Man,
you couldn't get up to
that
the
thing-
tower to gripe.
Make it smoke.
World
World
Championship.
Championship finals right there.
Then they moved them to Amarillo, didn't they?
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Someplace
Would've
I
got
know
out
of, you
road.
get frostbite and sunburn the same day.
How's that, brother?
Mustang took off, didn't he?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you see what stock price that Chevy run?
No, I didn't.
C,
See?
four-door hardtop, he had to have an old man.
Yeah, it had a big motor. Yeah, they come down here. In Abilene.
There's Donnie.
GTO, that's their first one.
Yeah.
Donnie Gay. It's about, what, 16?
Yeah.
Texas teenager.
Just a kid.
You know, I went to school with Roy, his brother,
Mhm.
Sam Houston State, when I moved down there. He's riding a motorcycle and clothesline himself.
Yeah.
Won't
Well,
work.
there's a pro.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
yes,
sir.
Whoa,
Harada and Hobbs.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's super pro
Kenny
there.
Harada.
Yeah, that was a $100 rig.
Look out, boy, that's...
That's a California car.
Mm-hmm. That
That's
is...
beast.
You know who that is? That's John Mulligan right there. Remember him?
Well, I remember
The
Mulligan, but I
zookeeper?
think that was Hobbs.
Ronnie
there.
Is that
Ford.
Hobbs?
Yeah,
It
it
sure
was
looked
Hobbs.
like Mulligan.
Yeah. Mulligan had a red face. Him and BB.
Mhm.
Timmy BB. Gordon collecting Collette. Top gas.
Look at old... Oh, that's good.
Hmm.
Comp Coupe, is that
Yeah.
what they call it?
Yeah, Comp Coupe sedan or something like that.
There was a guy from Amarillo that was bad in Division 4. Y'all remember his name? Had one of them? Roy Restetter.
Roy Rastetter. Golly.
444.
Torque that sucker over.
Mm-hmm.
They're a good-looking old car.
Mm-hmm.
Those
But the
guys-
Fords are pretty tough. The Mustangs are pretty
sure
tough
were.
here.
Well, they had so much factory behind them,
Mm-hmm.
you know, cubic money.
Yep.
And it was a retirement deal. If you got a Ford deal, there's that old Cobra.
Yep. You could quit, huh?
Well, the guys had just nearly retired. They made so much money. Remember when they had that drag racing team?
Yeah.
Oh, Ed and all of them? They said, God, most money he ever made in his life to do nothing.
Mm. Well, there was a bunch of them back then. They were campaigning hard.
Mhm.
So were the Mopars. They were campaigning
Oh, yeah,
pretty heavy.
Dick Landy and Sox.
Yeah, they were campaigning pretty heavy.
And one of the nicest guys in the world, Don Carlton.
Oh, he was.
Oh, he's super, wasn't he? After we crashed that old car of his up at Tyler, first phone call we got, he says, if it's the car's fault, I'll send you a check.
Whoa, Hemi under glass?
Mm-hmm.
Reared her up, didn't he?
Went out in the grass, too.
Did he?
Yeah.
Having a hard time controlling her, was he?
Yeah, it's before they had the spot brakes on each wheel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yo,
There's Bill,
Yeah.
Maverick,
he's the one that come up with a
driving
Controls.
around a Caterpillar.
Bill Maverick Gold.
Mm-hmm.
Then old Connie Swindle drove one for a while, remember?
Yeah,
Back up,
like old
pick up.
Carol Brown.
Dean Brown,
Mhm.
Carroll. He gonna win one, isn't he?
Yeah. Instead of a Chevrolet.
37 Chevrolet.
He's a Chevrolet,
Chevy.
like old John's.
Is it Tulsa?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's making some smoke.
Yep.
Barracuda.
There it
Whoa.
goes.
Him and
Well,
his
get 'em.
glass.
Uh-huh.
Bob Riggle.
Bob Riggle. I was thinking old Bill Shrewsbury for a while.
Shrewsbury drove that L.A. Dart.
Yep. No white stripe.
Uh-huh. Bill again.
Bill Maverick Golden.
Switch lanes here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One little red wagon.
He could be a pain in the butt, couldn't he?
There's Dean.
Yep, there's Dean.
This looks like the one we saw a while ago.
It is.
Oh, okay.
First part of it.
Going back picking it up. I don't know why, that looks like old Rivero and Fox, doesn't it?
Rivero, Fox, Holding, and Something.
And something.
Frantic Ford.
Weekly, Rivero, Fox, and Holding.
Yeah.
Frantic Ford.
Frantic Four. It looked like their car, didn't it?
Norm Weekly drove it, yeah.
Yeah, them
There's two
Mustangs.
Mustangs. Roadrunner. That's before they had Roadrunners. That's a 64 car. Is that Linda? No, it's
Sure
Miss
it
Tulsa,
is.
wasn't it? Linda had the big gear shift platform on top.
Mhm.
There he goes again. Good run. Nope. Crossed over.
Sun's about to come down on him, looks to me like.
Mhm.
Need to be on the other side of the track taking pictures.
We didn't know that. Figures the sun was up, pull a button.
Yeah.
Don Gay, isn't it?
Yeah, looks like
Sure looks like it. The
Yeah,
old
GTO.
first car.
Mhm.
Yep, that's the first car. That 67 with the red tinted windows was a
Look at
beautiful
that
car.
dog.
Back wheels went on.
Yeah.
the
That's
Hemi.
Bob Regal.
Yeah, he's acting ignorant. There's Linda.
That's probably Linda, isn't it?
Yeah, she's got dark hair though.
Well, you know, when she was Miss Firebird Raceway in 1962, that's how
dark hair.
long she's been around.
Yeah.
And I took her to the Hot Rod anniversary deal. We sat with her in L.A. in, I don't know, 84, 85, 86. She still looked as good.
Looks fine, boy.
She's a nice lady.
They had to deal with her on Hot Rod TV, I think it
She
was.
still looks good, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's old, but she
She's
still looks all
she's
right.
I'm
well
serious. Linda's got to be 60.
He's gotta be at least old as you
She
are.
said cars.
Oh,
I got a
Hey,
picture of me and her
Dirty.
together at the winter
There.
night, 64.
Look at that. That's old Grand Spalding Dodge.
Norm.
Isn't it?
Mr. Norm.
Sure is. Now that's the ultimate altered wheelbase car. And there's the Cyclone. And there's the Tough Texan. There's Shrewsbury. Wiggins.
Wonderful.
Whoa, boy, you're losing when it goes down, doesn't he?
He put
There's
on
Dean.
Yeah, he
Come on,
gave
catch
somebody-
him, Dean.
gave somebody a home shot, didn't he?
Well, I think this is one where they ran off the lights for the first time, wasn't it?
Yeah, they did.
Instead of getting everybody out there one car length per tenth of a second.
Yeah, had the handicapper instead
Yeah.
of spotting them.
Uh-huh.
Car length per.
Sweetest
Class
way
or
guy got out
something.
there, how many car lengths he thought he was, and took off after him again.
They did.
I'll never forget the guy that was way up there next to the flagman
Uh,
would watch him dip his
Or
shoulder
me.
before the guy on the line ever saw it, and he'd be gone.
there's Dorothy, there's Dean.
It's no gasser.
Travis, Springfielder.
Travis Springfield, who that is, isn't it?
See that weird dislike that
I
too.
tried to think of his name the other day and couldn't do it.
Travis Springfield.
He's in Cleveland, Texas.
There's Jerry Stahl.
He was in Abilene a few days or weeks ago.
Huh?
We had him at the first meeting.
Travis?
Really? Yeah, he was. Wasn't it? That was him sitting over on, with wears glasses? No.
Little
Yeah, beard. Yeah. Hell, I didn't even know Eddie was there until I looked down that deal. Here comes
There
Spinner
it goes.
Tubbs. There's
Little Red Wagon again.
Yeah.
He's
He
hanging up
loves to
there.
take both lanes up. Boy, look at him tear them cones up.
Remember old James Brown used to drive that old Anglia up Fort Worth?
Yeah.
Fearless, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Pinella was the Danish and I ever saw driving one.
Pinella was the best guy with 4-speed ever walked.
After watching that
Not
film
Pinella,
with
not
me,
Pinella. Ken Dondero.
oh,
drove
Kenny
for
Dondero.
Pinella.
See, he owned the Goodyear store out on Newport Beach
There's Carol.
when I lived out there.
Yeah.
Dad,
He collects AMXs.
that's
he really?
Grady
About 600.
Knight, or
Bar.
Barr, isn't it? Grady Barr. With him. He's the mayor now of Abilene, Texas.
That's Marion Bar.
Oh, Marion.
Yeah,
Okay.
Brady's was his
Brady's.
brother.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa, who did
I
that?
don't know.
Wasn't me.
Get a little sideways there, wasn't it?
God, that's an old Willis.
Mm.
Good looking cars.
No front end.
Didn't have nothing on the front, did
He better been the one that made the left turn up there.
That could be.
I think that was
Yeah.
It's
Well,
me.
no,
I don't
Wendell's
know.
not taking these films for
I
sure.
know it wasn't me because that was me there. That must have been Wheeler. There's Ed,
Mm-hmm.
Dorothy, Gene.
He was a tough Texan, wasn't
I don't know why he wore them Cowboys hat. He couldn't ride a stick car.
Gene, are you listening to this?
You listening, Gene?
He will be.
he? Yeah. Tough
Okay.
Texan, man.
Say something good about him here real quick.
Yeah. There he is.
There he is.
Checking off,
Yeah.
getting ready to go home.
I got if you ever blew a head gasket nose, you'd get it in the face with it.
Ooh, they did too.
Yep.
Yep.
Is that still at Tulsa or is that someplace else?
I think that's Tulsa.
Yep.
Same old pink sunshine.
Boy, it's a pro trailer. And I mean that, boy, if you had a trailer like that, oh my God.
I think I got one now, just about that
Do
old.
you?
Man, oh man. Things have changed.
Torque
Yep.
lab, all right. There's that Harris crew, all
Yeah,
four of them.
yeah. That was a pretty rough crew there.
There's that
Willis, no front
Willis
end.
with no front end. I think you could take front end off and drop from gas down to
All
competition or altered,
Yeah.
couldn't you?
This guy's gonna take off. So I had to wait on him.
Give him a chance.
Elaine driving
Yeah.
over 64. Oh, here those people are.
There's a coupe I was talking about.
I thought that was Jimmy Seals. He had one just like that too.
This before we put the fence up.
I guess everybody's getting ready to go home there.
Looked
We're
like
ready
it,
to.
yeah.
Now we're at Wichita Falls again.
I'll give you the first clue.
Huh?
Gonna be the sign.
Boy, it's a rough track.
Mm-hmm.
It's still up there.
It's still rough.
Joe,
They don't run
Elaine.
them. Yeah, they don't run them anymore.
there's
There's
the
a-
whole Barrett family. Both daughters, Irene, Obie.
Kenneth wasn't there.
You notice the old sun tack on the cow? Oh,
Well, that's an awesome looking rig, isn't it? I don't know what that
it's a
is.
6 of some sort, but what sort?
I don't know.
Got one of those old, Judson superchargers on it.
Looks like something like that. Where we at? They're still at Wichita.
It's bad habit.
I ran up there quite a bit.
Remember one time up OB had his car up there and this old boy had a Messerschmitt body on the car, trying to burn OB down from making the last, run. They didn't know that dangle engine OB had his car run all day in the summer.
They're rocky.
Larry Allen, he's pulling his whole car. Eliminators.
Yeah,
Kilo.
Clyde, Dean.
Larry. That's me. Showed up.
My goodness.
That's Jeff, isn't it? Boy that drove the black one.
Yeah. Go to Black 62. Nice facility. There's one
409.
with a 409 in it.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get any picture of that time we all went to Frederick, did we?
Remember all of us went up there?
Jeez.
One, 11 of 12 eliminators?
Mm-hmm.
They got tow money to boot.
Boy, that's
Probably the only
me.
money I ever made in anything.
Malcolm Garrett's car.
It's back up in 65, 66 area.
There's that nice panel we saw a while ago.
Remember when I took that perfectly good 65 Corvette, old Billy Bars, put a straight axle underneath it like that? Ruined it.
Yeah.
Absolutely ruined it.
Poison Ivy was there. Looks like. Hey, Gasser. It'd be an old Willys.
Cunha cab. Soto injected 57.
East
Big
side.
money.
What in the world is that?